Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of a Man once again, and today we are doing our February TBR video, or to be read video. And yeah, so we're gonna go through everything that I want to read this month. It's gonna look like a lot, but it shouldn't really be all that difficult to accomplish or get through, given that it is a lot of single volume manga, or like single volumes of different manga series, to be more exact. And we are doing a theme. Basically, it's like exploring shoujo and rom-coms in general. And technically, that's not exactly it either, because I didn't actually buy or have the ability to buy, because my local bookstore didn't have enough stuff that I wanted to try out. I didn't have enough money, and the Mercari and local used bookstore and stuff didn't actually have that many viable series that I could buy that I was interested in. So the majority of the stuff that we are going to do this month is going to be shoujo and rom-coms in general, but there are going to be a few different things that I'm going to throw in to kind of round out the month. Like, I'm going to throw in seinen written by female authors, specifically Clamp. So they're technically a shoujo manga group, and reading something that they wrote in seinen doesn't actually feel that different, because it's going to give me a good, interesting introduction to their content, which is cool, and then I'll be able to read more from them later. And I'm also going to do some shonen rom-coms and some seinen rom-coms, again, because I didn't have enough money to buy shoujo stuff. Then we're going to do female author written Western fantasy. So we're gonna, Western SFF. Specifically, we're gonna do one sci-fi story and then one haremlit story that I recently found on the internet, written by a female author. She sent me the book for review, so that's really awesome. So yeah, we're just gonna jump into this, and yeah. So hope you guys enjoy the video. The first thing that I'm putting down on my TBR is the light novels, mostly because those are going to be the stuff that take longer to read. So I want to start them earlier. So the first light novel that I want to read is Toradora. If I have enough time, I will read Toradora Volume 2, since I do own it. But I'm really excited about this. I already read the first 50 pages and I really enjoyed it. It's kind of a high school rom-com thing. And initially, or so far, I haven't actually understood what the plot line is. But according to the back, basically, a male character and a female character meet, and then they decide to be friends and help each other get with the person they like. And along the way, they end up liking each other. So that sounds really interesting. I'm really excited to check it out, and hopefully I really enjoy it. This is a very popular manga, so I'm sure that I will probably like it. But you never know, right? So that's the first thing I want to read. I wanted to do Otome Game light novels, but I couldn't find any, or I couldn't actually buy them more than anything. So we're going to substitute for a regular shonen-oriented isekai with a female protagonist, which is I'm a Spider, So What? This one is really cool. It has an anime right now, and I think it's going pretty well. Basically, this girl and her whole class get isekai'd into this world, and she gets reincarnated as a spider. So she has to go on a journey to figure out what the hell is going on. And I'm really excited to get to this. I also bought this from my buddy, the Prom G, so check out his channel as well. Pretty cool guy, like his stuff. Next, we're gonna do Shoujo Isekai, and this is really interesting. I picked it up on a whim, and I really liked the concept, so I'm looking forward to it. And that's Nirvana Volume 1. I think this is a 4-volume series as far as I understand it. I think there's more, but I've only seen 4 volumes of it physically, so I don't know if there's more. But I'm excited about this. It looks like this girl gets isekai'd into this world after she's on a humanitarian mission or something. And now she has to fight these gods or something like that. And I'm really excited about it. It seems to be somewhat based on Hindu mythology, which is really cool. And yeah, that's it for that one. Next is Dreaming Sun. I still don't know what this one is about. Let's see. Okay, so she basically, this girl has a tough situation. She runs away from home, and she runs into this guy that lets her stay at his place. under a few conditions, and it's kind of, it actually sounds kind of creepy when reading it, but it's supposed to be really good, and a lot of people really enjoy it. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. It's also by the creator of Orange, which is a manga series I wanted to pick up, but I just didn't have money for, because it's a really expensive volume, since it's an omnibus. But yeah, that's it for that. Then we got Prince Freya, which I'm really looking forward to. My buddy LES from Flash Read said this is really, really good. It's also a kind of like vaguely historical fiction story, which is really cool. I have been really getting into historical fiction, and this is really interesting. It also sounds kind of similar to the Prince and Pauper storyline, plotline thing, where like one person looks like another person and they switch places or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I also really like how this volume looks. I really like the coloring on it, and the white spines are okay. They seem to be a thing with Shojo volumes, but well, actually regular volumes usually are white as well, but these look nicer than the regular shonen volumes, so that's cool. Next, Requiem of a Rose King, Volume 1. I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of people are saying that this is really good. LES said so as well. My buddy from We Do Be Collecting, I don't actually know his name. I think that's how everyone calls him, like We Do. Yeah, him. He said that this is really good, so I'm really looking forward to it. And this is also a historical manga set in medieval England, War of the Roses, which I think was a French fight. I'm not really sure, but it looks interesting. I know that there's some paranormal stuff that happens later, but so far this is purely historical as far as I understand it. I also really like this black spine. Super cool. Next, we got two things from Kodansha. I'm going to read LDK, which I have no idea what it stands for, but I've heard that this is really good, so I'm going to check it out. Next, Waiting for Spring. A lot of people said that this was the way to go with Shojo. It's vaguely also like a sports manga, so that's interesting. I do want to check out sports manga, and I was going to leave that till the summer, but I'm just going to jump into it this right now, and if I enjoy the general sports aspect here, I'll probably end up picking up some basketball and, what is it, Kokoro's basketball and Slam Dunk, and maybe the football one, Ice Shield 21, but I'm not really sure. This is all experimental. I'm just kind of like getting into it, checking out stuff, and seeing if I like it. So that's that one. Next, we're going to do Daytime Shooting Star, which is really cool. I'm really interested in this one. I don't actually know what this is about, really, but it seems like she ends up interacting with one person and then another, and she kind of is confused about which one she's interested in. And I think one of them is an older person, like an adult or like a teacher or something like that. So I'm interested to see how that ends up working out. But in general, I'm just excited to check all of these out, and I don't really know all that much about them, but I'm excited. So yeah. Okay, next, Skip Beat. This one is rather old, and it's also about this girl that gets mad at her boyfriend because he dumps her because he dumps her in order to go chase his dream of being a popular artist or something like that. And she gets mad and so does the same thing in order to beat him. And it's a very interesting revenge story as far as I understand it. So I'm looking forward to it. And that's all the manga that I think I will definitely get to. I think everything there is going to actually be read. I don't know later on, but yeah. So after that, I do want to read this. It's a novel called Grim Space. It's written by Nagire, so you guys can see right there. And as far as I understand it, this is about a woman that has the ability to control wormholes to an extent, and so she is part of a spaceship, like part of the crew of a spaceship, and stuff happens, and now she's on the run. Not exactly sure if that's true, but I think so. And I'm really excited about it. It's only a 300-page novel. This is like easy to read. These are going to be really fun. And I also have other books by her that I'm interested in checking out. So if I like this one, I'll definitely check out that one. Otherwise, I'm just going to go toss them to my local used bookstore. Yeah, and then like I said, Bloom in Dark by Regina something. I'll put the picture up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. That's the haremlet that I was talking about that was written by a female author, which is really cool. I'm really interested to see how it differs because most haremlet, there's haremlet and then there's reverse harem and paranormal romance, and all three of those kind of populate the same region of literacy or of literature, except that haremlet is like relegated to the side because it's for men, and like it like basically is exclusively written by guys for guys. So checking out someone that is a not a guy writing stories like this, I'm actually really interested to see how it all works and the differences in the writing and the perspective. I think it's going to be really interesting. Okay, next stuff that I want to get to that I'm not sure I will get to. So starting off, that is Chobits. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get to this. Not sure if I will, and I'm really excited about it actually because I want to see about how I like Clamp and what their books are like, and I'm really interested in this one specifically since it is a sci-fi story. It is a seinen, and I think there is elements of rom-com to this, but I'm not really sure, so I'm really looking forward to it. Also, this edition is just so nice. I like it a lot. It's definitely better than the other Kodansha hardcovers that I have, or the one Kodansha hardcover that I have, which is Vinland Saga up there, that I really don't like. Okay, next, I want to read Nisekoi, Volume 1, and the reason why I want to read this one, is because it just sounds really fun, and I want to read Volume 1 of this, Volume 1 of Blue Flag, and Volume 1 of We Never Learn to kind of do another, like, shonen rom-com first impression thing, because as far as I understand it, those other two are rom-coms. I might not be correct on that, though, so let me know down in the comments. Now, the other thing I want to check out is shonen with female protagonist, and the only one that comes to mind is Promised Neverland, but I'm not necessarily sure that that one really fits with the rest of the novels or the rest of the stuff that I'm trying to read right now. So I don't know if I'll get to that one, but I am looking forward to at least reading one volume of that this month. And the last one that I want to read that doesn't really fit the theme, it fit the original theme that I was planning to do, which was Shojo and Yuri, but I noticed that those really don't like interact that well beyond the fact that like most of the protagonists are going to be women in most of the cases. But I don't know, I don't know why I didn't think it would fit, but I still don't think so. And I want to read these just because I really enjoy Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, at least a few chapters or few episodes of the anime that I watch, and I think it's a good way to fill out the rest of the month. Since it is a female-led story. So yeah, I'm going to read Kobayashi's Dragon Maid 1, 2, and 3 if I have enough time to read all of the other stuff and still have some time left over for these. So that's all of the stuff that I'm reading for this month, for the theme of this month, which is shoujo and female-led stuff. But I also am going to still be reading Kaiju number 8 every week, and I do still have one or two other novels that I have to read to review them that I'm going to be reading alongside this stuff. So if I end up reviewing those things, I'm going to do it on Saturdays, and the thematic videos are only going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Saturdays are going to be reserved for non-thematic things. So Kaiju number 8 reviews, Gunpla videos, fountain pen videos if I make any, all of the other stuff, male haremlet stuff, all of the other stuff that I do on the channel that don't really fit the theme are going to be put on Saturdays. So, if you don't want to watch that, don't watch on Saturdays, I guess. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Please recommend some shoujo manga to me because I do want to continue to explore the demographic beyond what I have picked up. And of course, I'm going to be reading more of these if I like the stories. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the volumes. I might give them away, or I might, resell them to buy more stuff of the series that I did enjoy. But either way, I would appreciate some recommendations and, some help if you guys want to offer any. So yeah, Thank you guys very much for watching once again, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later.